Okay, so you can see it's not getting enough adequate supply. Oh, it actually just shut off. Hang on. Oh, by the way, that was at this pressure. Not enough, so I'm going to crank it up. Hold on. Sorry about that. It needs even just that much. Now, let's reset it. Look at that. That's the pilot, but here's the real test, the full. Okay, that'll take a minute. Actually, only a few seconds. It was already warm. Okay, now that's decent, but let's crank it up to about 4. I gotta keep manually focusing. Come on, dude. Okay. Now, as I just push it up, tiny little bit. Okay, we're talking way less than half a bar, and it looks like 4 psi. Now, if I crank it up any more than that, the benefits are very little, if any. Let's see. Barely discernible, if even at all. So, and here we are still, hold on. Come on, man. Okay. It takes under 5 psi for sure. Okay, you can hear the increase in flow as I go up to 10. Come on. Okay. Not really much more than that. It doesn't actually even flame out until like 2 psi. But that's not the goal. The goal is to keep it at just the right pressure that the rubberized sections, see, these are all metal, much safer connections. And by the way, don't do this in home. I'm doing this in controlled environments with fire extinguishers of multiple types all around here. And this is just a test, just like with that thing. And as you can see, I've got a test there. I've got another one here. That's the quick inlet. That's got a regulator for a 11-inch water column, about a half psi. And here I'm bypassing, this is the filter, and there's a regulator here for the 11-inch. Now, the manufacturer tells us that we can't use 2 regulators. Well, I just proved them wrong. Now, maybe they're right about, and yes, they are, about not using 2 11-inch, or even less, like 7-inch, like with natural gas. However, if you use the right kind of regulator, and this was totally an experiment, and I've been proven, you know, it's been a worthwhile effort, because this was about 30 bucks, this attachment. I actually had to buy one of these. It was maybe, I don't remember, a couple bucks. And I just have to finish that up, seal it up. But this is only for emergency use, like life or death. You do not want to heat your home with something like that. Instead, you would use a built for purpose, such as a fireplace. By the way, while I'm waiting, okay, let's see. What do we have it here? Ounces? Okay. Should autofocus. Never mind. Okay. Alright. So that is basically a half-assed attempt to refill it, or I may have used it since then. Add an ounce for that brass cap that seals the lid. When you're refilling, it's not Department of Traffic approved for transportation in a motor vehicle, for, you know, obvious reasons. With the cap, I would argue, well, actually, some people use that as a vent, which is not correct. Once you puncture that, it doesn't seal correctly every time. I wouldn't do it. I did it as an experiment and it failed. So, you know, I do things myself to see whether they're true. And it definitely, let me tear that here. Okay. So let's get okay, so this is 28.5. That was my best effort refill. So 28.5. Now mind you, these are 1-pound canisters and approximately 16 ounce for the gas and 16 ounce for the metal. I'm not counting the cap, of course. That's an aftermarket thing. Alright, so this is a full one. I know that because I kept it attached to the plastic. And here we get 30, anywhere from 30. I'm doing my best to try to balance it here. It looks like 32. I could disconnect it, but I trust it's about 32. which in ounces, this is not troy ounces, by the way, this is 28 gram ounces. It's a food scale, not a metal scale. So what we have here is the total test. Yeah, so it's 16 ounces to a pound, and that's 28 gram ounces. Anyway, so this is what you want for an indoor solution. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. So yeah, one of these guys, ventless, okay, no vent, indoor rated, approved. And then you got, if your power's on, you even have the little blower, and it blows it out the top and sucks the cool air in the bottom, runs it over that thermal exchange unit. It's just a sheet of metal really, blows it aiming down, lowered down, so then as it comes across the room, the heat goes up. So it's a great solution for emergencies. However, the problem with this is it goes up the up those stairs, so it requires to insulate it, and you know, I don't like it. That's why I got the kitchen and the other solutions for life or death, and it's unlikely I use them, but it's good to have. Okay, what else should I cover here? Probably not much. There's a lot of other stuff, but I'm not gonna get into it.